Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and their division rivals from the Sooner State, the Tulsa Drillers. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Michael McKee is on the mound for game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He has not allowed a lot of hits when guys are out in scoring position. He'll hope to continue that here in this one.
And with that, here's a look at how Tulsa will set themselves up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Zach Ameziga stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes. Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Ty Duran will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, he did a good job to get on base with the leadoff single, but then he got a little greedy here on the first pitch, and they throw him out pretty easily at second base.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Batting third, first baseman, Douglas Beltre.
Douglas Beltre takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's running towards second. A pitch out. The throw. Throw won't get him. One and 0 pitch on the way. He's running again. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Here's the 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's on a nice little hot streak, batting over 400 in his last 10 games.
Eli Campanella out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Naturals align themselves on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, they have the best fielding percentage in all of Major League Baseball. They catch a ball as well as anybody. When you're doing that, you really help out your pitching staff. Can't wait to watch this one.
Robert Fitzgerald comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, guys, I think this team just strikes out way too much. They're in the top 1/3 of the league. You've got to stay aggressive at the plate, but you also need to shift their focus to making contact and being more productive in 2-strike counts.
And a step off. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Naturals align themselves on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, one thing we're not going to see today, errors. This team has the fewest errors in all of baseball. They're athletic, they move around, and they can catch the ball.
Freddie Dorta gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Marcus Efting is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show. Number 57 will stand in, and look at that average. Up over 370 to start the ball game.
And you know, guys, it's the middle of the summer now, and he's putting together a great season. I just love the way he's been swinging it all year.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Here's a pop-up now. And there's out number 1. And with that, here's a look at how Tulsa will set themselves up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Zach Underwood gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. First offering on its way. Shot towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Damon Sanderson will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Yeah, and he's sort of making a name for himself down here in the minors this season. He's hitting way better than what most people expected out of him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Batting 8.
Gabe Callison gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Enrique Perez will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And with the big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Standing in now, Tanner Dickinson. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Joe Gutierrez stands in for the first time now. Looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. And a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If they can lay off that curveball, get into better hitters counts, they're going to see more fastballs, and that plays to your advantage as a hitter. You want fastballs and fastball counts.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Batting 8th, right fielder.
Well, let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. And he might have got away with one there.
Into the box, Mike Feldman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Michael Freeze is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Jason Watson steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
To first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting,
Zach Ameziga will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Yeah, it was a nice at-bat. Good way to start off the game. Probably hopes to carry it through the rest of the at-bats.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Ameziga is retired. 2 down now.
shortstop.
Stepping in, Ty Duran. He singled his last time up. On the ground to the left side. Dorta over to his left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Digging in to try it again, Douglas Beltre. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Robert Fitzgerald will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Robert Fitzgerald.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Chad Bedelia.
Striding into the box, Chad Bedelia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Again to first. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. You going to start the runner at first here?
Yeah, at the plate, you've got a guy that will ground into his share of double plays, so it's not a bad idea to get things in motion.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, when you talk about a great 1-2 combination, here it is. Go high and tight on the previous pitch and then low and away for the punch out. That's a great job of changing the line of sight for the hitter, and it really paid off there.
Marcus Efting is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Snap throw from the catcher. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance.
Nope.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. To short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Douglas Beltre is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Dickinson scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, number 57.
Number 57 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gutierrez on the move, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder.
At the plate, Samuel Feliz. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
This is pulled into right, and that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, heading for second now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, and that's always such a tough pitch to gauge as an outfielder. It's that line drive that's hit right at you because it takes you a split second longer to judge the depth perception of the ball because you don't have a great angle on it. And he couldn't track this one down very well, and it gets all the way to the wall for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Zach Underwood, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Enrique Perez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Into the seats, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
In now, Tanner Dickinson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he lays off for ball 1. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Joe Gutierrez stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Another one sent foul. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Damon Sanderson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Gutierrez. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder,
Gabe
1.
Callison steps in now.
Callison.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gutierrez giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Jason Watson.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jason Watson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The cutter runs outside, ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gutierrez sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Mike Feldman will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Underwood is there, one away.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Standing in now, Michael Freeze, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Tap foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Zach Amezaga will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Second baseman, Zach Amezaga.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 35.
Ty Duran will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Yeah, he's just been putting the ball in play, and so far it's working out nicely for him. Sometimes it is that simple.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Grounded to short. Dorta is right there. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Douglas Beltre will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Chad Padelia gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Designated hitter, Chad Padelia.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
A quick out number 1.
Now batting, the
Freddie
shortstop.
Dorta ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Now batting,
Marcus Efting stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Number 57 will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Samuel Feliz will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Swing and a little tapper. And taken in out there for the first out. Zach Underwood will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Dorta backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Damon Sanderson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the bat.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Enrique Perez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
Whew. That's one of his best pitches tonight.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Into the box, Joe Gutierrez. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Gabe Callison will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Rip down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Now batting,
Jason Watson will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses the throw down. And he got him at second on a perfect throw. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Taken high and deep to right. Feldman ranging back at the track. The wall. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Derek Farrar will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th. Stepping in now, Zach Amezaga, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Oh, and he misses it.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all.
And he is in there.
Yeah, you know, I don't even know if I want to touch this one. I have a feeling that when these guys get back to the dugout, we're going to be able to hear what their manager is saying from up here.
Ty Duran strides in, grounded out his last time through. Hit on the ground to short. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Douglas Beltre will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. Grounded to first. Befting fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 2-0. Into the windup and the pitch. Mike Feldman is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Well, this guy has been like a maestro out there tonight. He starts another inning off with a strikeout. And a lot of these guys, they're not even close with their swings. He's had them eaten right out of the palm of his hand.
Michael Freeze stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready on 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Robert Fitzgerald will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. We've played 8 full. The Naturals lead it 2-0. Striding in to start the 9th, Raul Mondesi, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
And after that swing, you get the feeling he might just keep that pitch in his back pocket until he needs it again.
And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Samuel Feliz will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Hit hard on the ground to second. To his left, Dickinson. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Zach Underwood.
Zach Underwood gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 2-0. Chad Fidelia will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Josh Medley is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Leading off the inning, Chad Fidelia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground, played on the backhand. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Freddie Dorta will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit. Marcus Efting will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Runner at first here, one man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Underwood is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Enrique Perez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of set and go.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Naturals win this one 2-0. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score for the